Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
What the fuck? Okay.
Hello.
I swear to God, everything's broken, man. What the hell?
Oh, because of the timer.
Oh, yeah, because of that weird thing in the beginning. Yeah, I should have known that was coming. But hey, it's a perfect day to have something fuck up because two fuck ups are fucking something up in Alaska. So there you go.
Yeah. Breaking news. We have all the news, all the details, and everything that be known, said, or done about the meeting in Alaska.
Yeah.
We've got everything. We got all the news. Come on, we've got all of it.
Yeah,
right here.
We before we went live, we went to Al Jazeera and a few other places that are doing, up to the minute coverage on the summit in Alaska, and nobody knows anything yet. So there's a lot of YouTube channels out there right now that are doing live coverage. There's nothing to cover. There's just slow down a little.
I can guarantee you this: it happened.
That's true. It happened, and people were there.
Not every. Well. Yeah. One person wasn't.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, but apparently they are like getting ready for some kind of press conference. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. I've got BBC.
Here, I'll give you a taster of the press conference. You'll get some of this, right, and mixed in with some of this. And the only thing I can say is thank God we're done with this fucking guy. So,
well, for the moment.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
he'll be back.
Oh, I'm sure. He'll be.
What happened to his All American Party? That all went quiet.
Nazi Party.
Yeah. That went quiet pretty swiftly.
His phone didn't ring off the hook right afterwards, and he was like, shit. Right?
Yeah. Oh, you mean I have to do something?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I'm only good at firing people. What the hell,
Yeah. I'll get big balls. Oh no, he's being beaten up in Washington DC.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody just had to know if they were really big or not.
A spokesman for Mr. Big Balls says he doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
He's changed his name to Little Dick, Tiny Knob, Little Willie. Average size balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's gonna
It's
get
funny.
it.
I saw some pictures about that. Big Bull was getting apparently beaten up.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying it's a bit a bit fraudulent, possibly, because the pictures look a lot worse than the actual attack was. I think they've been playing it up just a little bit. So
somebody just kicked him onto the ground and splashed him with ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a bit like Trump's ear being blown off by high velocity rounds, sort of thing. Same,
yeah.
Yeah, a little bandage and a little bit of butter rubbed into the wound and it'll be all right.
Yeah, I saw something on YouTube. I didn't watch it, but it came up and it was legit evidence that proves doesn't prove, but shows that there's a very strong chance that Trump was not actually shot at.
Really?
Yeah. There was I mean, I didn't look at it, right? But I scrolled quickly down through the comments and there was a lot of people going, "You're on drugs." And there were some people going, "Yep, for sure, I agree." And I didn't bother watching it, right? Because I figured it's just, but
well, interesting. I mean, he obviously was shot at because people got shot in the when they missed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I think the argument is yes, there was an actual shooting, but his little ear thing was actually staged, and therefore the shooting was staged, meaning that people are willing to commit almost murder just so he could have his little fist pump moment. Yeah. That's pretty rough, but it's the Trump administration. I wouldn't put it past them. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I could actually see them do that. I could see that.
I know, but I think people get carried away with conspiracy sometimes. Sometimes it is what happened.
Yeah, exactly. But I could see them doing that kind of thing just because it made them look cool, Yeah,
they did it bigger. They didn't put more work into it.
Yeah. Yeah. He would have had like a Wonder Woman bracelet and he would have stood up and defended people, Well,
the thing is, if he knew it was going to happen, he wouldn't have taken his shoes off, would he? And he goes, "Oh, where's my shoes? Where's my shoes?" Because he took his shoes off when he was standing behind the podium.
Yeah, which is odd.
Well, he's got those swollen ankles and swollen feet. So
yeah, but you'd figure he'd want to keep his shoes on so that they didn't just go, when he,
just have some nice comfy little slippers, golden slippers with Donald Trump painted in gold on them.
Yeah, but tied up so tight, each one's holding about 13 pounds back.
We should have those like thigh leather boots or something like that.
Speaking of which, it's funny. Here, I'll put it on in the background. It's muted. This is the footage of Ronald Gump showing up there in Alaska. And I don't know why it's so far down. There we go. And it's funny because watch him coming down the plane. He just looks so dopey. Yeah. For me, it was the A&W song. Ba-dum, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, no, the guy behind him knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Straight down.
Well, there's another video. I don't have it loaded up, but they show Putler coming down, and he's much more spry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Putin's, physically fit. I mean, he might have, cancer or something like that people talk about, but
yeah,
he's a fairly fit dude, isn't he?
Compared to Trump, right? It's funny
that you're quite fit compared to Trump. Everybody's quite fit compared to Trump.
Oh yeah. Wheelchair bound people that
Come on, Trump. We're waiting for you. Hurry up.
Yeah, takes him forever. It's like watching a fat penguin trying to get a meal.
I'm surprised they didn't have like a golf cart at the bottom for him to drive up in.
A golden one. Yeah, Trump can't walk a straight line. There's a few that have said that in the live chat, and it's funny. Watch him go. He can. He's all over the shot, man. Look at that. It's like there's invisible barriers he's bouncing off of.
Yeah, he's making it last longer.
Yeah. Trying to cover an extra mile.
Oh, he's got lost. He's got which way now?
Well, that's why they put that little piece of carpet there, so he knew when to stop.
It was confusing him.
Yeah. But then this is where Putler shows up, and it's revolting. They act like old college buddies, you know? Can't even stand there. He just doesn't know what to do with himself. He's always so awkward.
Giddy cock. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But look at this. It's funny what a little man Putler is, though.
Yeah.
Look at them giggling and laughing. Like a couple of that touched each other one night in college, you know?
Hey, Donald, I hear you're in the Epstein files.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably when they first met. You know?
Oh, he just remembered to salute. Oh, well done.
Yeah, exactly. And Trump right now is like, thank God he's here because I can finally walk a straight line.
Yeah. I got something to follow.
Yeah, exactly. Right? He's keeping them in check. What are they looking for?
Bombs.
Tattoo came out. Boss, the pain.
No, they heard some buzzing in the sky and they go, oh no, Ukrainian drones.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then they stand there like idiots, and we don't want to look at that anymore.
Why didn't the Ukrainians like sneak in a drone into Alaska?
Yeah, if there was ever time for another spider web operation, right? I mean, guys, we could have helped, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hell, if I was strong enough, I could throw a rock that far.
I'd have carried it by hand.
And
yeah, just go, Mr. Trump, candygram for Mr. Trump.
Yeah. And
Trump likes candy.
The border between British Columbia and Alaska isn't exactly the most protected one in the world either.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, you could just go for a hike and end up across it. So yeah, we'll find out pretty soon something. I figure it's just going to be another round of tacos.
In just 10 minutes, we are told we might see both presidents appear on the stage bearing the logo "Pursuing Peace." Yeah, well, Trump's good at peace, isn't he? You know, he brought peace to Gaza. He brought peace to Iran. Well, a little piece. Well, 2 pieces, several pieces. Well, they're called bombs. He wants the Nobel Peace Prize. You know, well, he ended the war in Vietnam. Apparently, the American Civil War, the English Civil War.
Oh yeah,
and he won the Battle of Waterloo. So he's doing great for peace.
He single-handedly defeated everybody at the Alamo, right?
Yeah, protected the basement.
Oh yeah, exactly, right. Dear God. The only reason that guy deserves a peace prize is because he ate more pieces of cake than anyone else at the party.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The only piece he knows is a 20-piece chicken nugget set.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah. Yeah, he's probably the only man that has chicken nugget cake on his birthday.
Delish.
Yeah, just a big pile of them smothered in chocolate. Yeah. And he just goes in there like a fucking pig. Doesn't even use his hands, you know.
Trouble.
Here, I'm just queuing up the video where Vladimir Putler comes down the steps here. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Ronald Gump comes out first. Here, they're side by side in this one. There comes Ronald and his swollen ankles. And Vladimir comes down and he waits like they pulled in second. You know, the military had to redo the red carpet and the stairs for the Russian plane because they didn't even park properly. They're fucking idiots.
I want Putin to come down there. He was almost doing it like a big, Broadway musical, down the stairs with with dancing girls behind there.
Yeah, like a full Christopher Walken Saturday Night Live situation,
Yeah. Hooray for me!
Yeah.
I'm the greatest.
Surprised it didn't go down that way, to be honest.
So we got news from the BBC. Apparently, the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, who was in the meeting with the two presidents, has just walked into the room where the joint news conference is due to be held. It was hard to make out any kind of expression on his face.
Wow.
Top news.
Okay,
we got all the facts.
I got one here from Al Jazeera 11 minutes ago. Trump says, speaking to Fox News on Air Force One, that the next meeting will include Putin and Zelensky.
Yeah.
And he said, probably me. Not me, but yeah. So
he always talks about himself in the third person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The great and beautiful Donald Trump will be
attending. Democrats are up in arms saying that there can be no peace talks without Ukraine at the table, which, I agree with completely. Jeffries was. Yeah, unbelievable to think anything otherwise. U.S. diplomat former to Moscow, Donald Jensen, said that securing a ceasefire would be a tangible step from today's meeting, but that other actions, such as a commitment to meet with Zelensky for further talks, are, I guess, necessary. But this is just people talking that weren't even in the room, right? This is how little we actually know so far.
Somebody knows something. We got a super chat.
Well, look at that. Okay, it's Crazy Cat. While oiling up for one-on-one video with Taco, you send your monkey double visits a fish factory. Look up the video. He looks like a monkey. Okay, yeah. Anything that looks like that, I got to see that for sure. Let me put a heart on that too. Cool. Super chat there, Crazy Cat. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed. It's just a little monkey. Isn't that for a South Park gag? Yeah, you sick little monkey. I'm not sure. Sounds like it.
Not everything's a South Park gag.
It is, actually. It just is. Even the fact that The Simpsons had already done every joke possible is actually a South Park gag. So
now I think all jokes. I mean, actually, they all go back. If you look carefully, they're all in the Bible. That's where all jokes come from. They're all in the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
You have to know your parables and all that kind of bits. That's where all the jokes are.
I always thought it was hilarious that the cheesemakers are the blessed ones. So let me get a beer here. Hold on.
Dear. Oh dear. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Foreign Policy Advisor Yuri Ushakov they have just walked into the news conference, according to the news reporters in the room. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has also taken his seat. So they're just basically saying that people are coming in and sitting down. Brilliant. Here comes another person. They come in and look at them sitting down in that chair. Yeah. Look at it. Look at the way they did that.
Here comes the lady with the sandwiches. Nothing kosher for the Jewish man in the front row, I see.
He's having a bagel. A Jewish man at this conference. They wouldn't allow that.
I think Alaska allows 2 or 3 in the state at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just a couple. As long as they're accompanied by an adult.
Yeah, they don't like people standing around bobbing their heads at the walls like that. It freaks them out.
Oh dear. Presidents Trump and Putin walk on stage.
What are they going to sing? My achy, breaky heart?
Yeah, it'd be great if they do it. You are the wind beneath my wings.
Islands in a stream. That is what we are. Just like Ollie and Kenny all cuddled up on stage singing.
No, it would be, okay, Putin. Trump will be there going, okay, Putin, hit it. Da, 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 YMCA.
Oh, that's funny.
And of course, the Ukrainians are singing, "Why don't you fuck off?"
Yeah. Oh man, I can only imagine what it's like today with this going down in Ukraine for your average citizen watching this bullshit go down.
I saw a thing, the usual sort of like story where that no one actually knows what's going on, but they were talking about the different sides. Obviously what the Ukrainians thought, and what the Americans thought, and what the Russians thought. And they're basically saying when the Russian soldiers basically just wanted it all to end. I'm not fucking surprised.
Yeah, no shit.
They're just being thrown in with the walls. And, poor bastards. Well, we got all smiles from Trump as he allows Putin to speak first.
That's what I just saw in NBC update. Yeah,
I'm supposed to be getting a watch live. There we go.
Is there a watch?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try that. Not working. So put your green room me the link. Why don't you play? It's probably doing that thing because it knows I have an ad card on.
Yeah, this is the BBC, so it might not work for you. I don't know.
Probably won't. Useless fucking tallywhackers. There's audio, but there's no video. Okay. Oh, look at this. The BBC is actually letting me put it up.
The Ukrainian nation, and I've said it multiple times, a brotherly nation, however strange it may sound in these conditions. We have
got a very squeaky voice.
And everything that's happening is a tragedy for us and terrible wound. Therefore, the country is sincerely interested in putting an end to it. At the same
is that what it sounds like for you?
Convinced.
Yeah. This is basically got some woman translating.
Yeah, I mean, of all people, really?
Lasting.
I hope we got one of the Cheekmans playing Trump.
The primary causes of that conflict, and we've said it multiple times, to consider all legitimate concerns of Russia and to reinstate a just balance of security in Europe and in the world on the whole. And I agree with President Trump, as he has said today, that naturally the security of Ukraine should be ensured as well. Naturally, we are prepared to work on that. I would like to hope that the agreement that we've reached together will help us bring closer that goal and will pave the path towards peace in Ukraine. We expect that Kiev and European capitals will perceive that constructively and that they won't throw a wrench in the works. They will not make any attempts to use some backroom dealings to conduct provocations to torpedo the nascent progress. Incidentally, when the new
Hold on a minute. Shut up, Mickey Mouse. Fucking it's paused, so we can, we'll be a couple minutes behind, but we can catch it back. How much bullshit was in that minute of dialogue? Oh my God. Naturally, we want peace in Ukraine. Then get the fuck out.
All them pesky Ukrainians getting in the way of peace in Ukraine.
I can't. What the fuck? Okay, here. Let's let Mickey say a few more words here.
Administration came to power, bilateral trade started to grow. It's still very symbolic. Still, we have a growth of 20%. As I've said, we have a lot of dimensions for joint work. It is clear that the U.S. and Russian investment and business cooperation has tremendous potential. Russia and the U.S. can offer each other so much in trade, digital, high-tech, and in space exploration. We see that Arctic cooperation is also very possible, and our international context, for example, between the Far East of Russia and the West Coast of the U.S. Overall, it's very important for our countries to turn the page, to go back to cooperation. It is symbolic that not far away from here, at the border between Russia and the U.S., there is a so-called international date line. I think you can step over, literally, from yesterday into tomorrow. And I hope that we'll succeed in that, in political sphere. I would like to thank President Trump for our joint work, for the well-wishing and trustworthy tone of our conversation. It's important that both sides are result-oriented, and we see that the President of the U.S. has a very clear idea of what he would like to achieve. He sincerely cares about prosperity of his nation. Still, he understands that Russia has its own national interests. I expect that today's agreements will be the starting point, not only for the solution of the Ukrainian issue, but also will help us bring back business-like and pragmatic relations between Russia and the U.S. And in the end, I would like to add one more thing. I'd like to remind you that in 2022, during the last contact with the previous administration, I tried to convince my previous American colleague
Biden.
The situation should not be brought to the point of no return when it would come to hostilities. And I said it quite directly back then that it's a big mistake. Today, when President Trump saying that if he was the president back then, there will be no war. And I'm quite sure that it would indeed be so. I can confirm that.
Okay. How much were you paid to say that, Vladimir? This is such fucking bullshit. There wouldn't be war if you hadn't fucking... Oh my... Are you fucking kidding me? Now Vladimir Putin is doing the whole, it's Biden's fault thing? You're the fucking... Oh my God.
Oh, and Obama. Blame him as well.
This is totally Vladimir going, okay, Ronald Gump, I'll throw you a bone and I'll say a few things like this for you to help deflect the Epstein thing.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
he hasn't said anything apart from a whole bunch of word salad, to be honest with you. They said nothing about what they've decided.
Right. It's total flat earth word salad at this point. I totally agree. Here, let's let little pencil dick fucking...
I think that overall, me and President Trump have built a very good business-like and trustworthy contact. And I have every reason to believe that moving down this path, we can come, and the sooner the better, to the end of the conflict in Ukraine. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, well, Putin should check how many fingers he's still got left after shaking Trump's hand.
Oh, God. I mean, how does the invader talk like that with a straight face? Oh, my God. It's going to be even worse to hear what Farmer Norman sitting on a fence is about to fucking say.
Yeah, how great I am. And how the economy is stronger now than ever. And excuse me, Mr. Trump, what about the peace plan? Yes. Well, we'll get to that. And and glad you asked. The Epstein files. It's all hoax. It's all made up by the Democrats to make me look bad. And we're going to be suing Hunter Biden. And yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry. Peace talks.
Yeah. Exactly. So here, let's hit the button and we'll see what President Flatulent Gump has to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. That was very profound. And I will say that I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many, many points that we agreed on. Most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite got there, but we've made some headway.
Yeah,
So there's no deal
right.
until there's a deal. I will call up NATO in a little while. I will call up the various people that I think are appropriate, and I'll, of course, call up President Zelensky and tell him about today's meeting. It's ultimately up to them. They're going to have to agree with what Marco and Steve and some of the...
Why is he calling NATO? NATO got nothing to do with it.
I don't understand that part either.
Yeah, NATO isn't involved, and that's half the problem.
Yeah. And the first honest thing he said in his presidency is, well, you know, Ukraine, Zelensky, we'll have to call them because they're going to have to agree to, you know, what was, I mean, it's the first honest fucking words that have come out of his mouth is acknowledging that Ukraine will have to agree. In other words, there was no point in doing this without them, you stupid gold-painted fool. Good God. You know, we're going to get together and we're going to carve up your country and decide what to do with the resources. I know we already signed a deal, but it turns out he's standing on some of them. I still think that Trump is playing both sides because of those fucking rare earths and what he doesn't give a shit who he has to fucking get them from. He wants them. That's it. He doesn't care Russian territory or Ukrainian. He doesn't care.
Yeah, well, if it's rare earths, I think the only rare earths they're going to get from Ukraine is just piles of dog poo.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I just realized I'm not actually in our little back green room. No wonder nothing's going on in there. I'm in the wrong place. Fuck. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah. See, Alchemist has got a few things in for us, too. So hold on a second here. All right. Let's listen to this flatulent fuck a little bit more, shall we?
Great
President
people from the Trump administration.
Oh, that's right.
Come here, Scott and John Radcliffe. Thank you very much. But we have some of our really great leaders. They've been doing a phenomenal job. We also have some tremendous Russian business representatives here, and I think everybody wants to deal with us. We've become the hottest country anywhere in the world in a very short period of time. And
fuck off.
That is just such horse shit, man. Why is everybody trying to do trade deals without you? Come on.
Yeah. And why did they have all these great Russian businessmen at a peace talk?
Yeah, exactly. Well, of course, every peace talk needs oligarchs.
Yeah. They're just carving up little pieces of Ukraine.
Oh, my God.
We look forward to that. We look forward to dealing. We're going to try and get this over with. We really made some great progress today. I've always had a fantastic relationship with President Putin, with Vladimir. We had many tough
Sexy,
meetings,
hot, sweaty
good
night.
meetings. We were interfered with by the Russia hoax that made it a little bit tougher to deal with, but he understood it. I think he's probably seen things like that during the course of his career. He's seen it all. But we had to put up with the Russia hoax. He knew it was a hoax, and I knew it was a hoax. But what was done was very criminal. But it made it harder for us to deal as a country in terms of the business and all of the things that we'd like to have dealt with. But we'll have a good chance when this is over. So just to put it very quickly, I'm going to start making a few phone calls and tell them what happened. But we had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there. I would like to thank President Putin and his entire team, whose faces, who I know in many cases, other than that, whose faces I get to see all the time in the newspapers. You're almost as famous as the boss. But especially this one right over here. But we had some good meetings over the years, right? Good, productive meetings over the years. And we hope to have that in the future. But let's do the most productive one right now. We're going to stop really 5, 6, 7,000, thousands of people a week from being killed. And President Putin wants to see that as much as I do. So,
No, he doesn't.
again, Mr. President, like
He wouldn't send his military in to die if he didn't want to see that. You fucking.
Oh no, he wants to say he wants to send his military in. He just doesn't want them to be shot at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He wants to just, just occupy without, Oh God.
thank you very much. And we'll speak to you very soon and probably see you again very soon. Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Next time in
I'll get a
Moscow.
little heat on that one, but I could see it possibly happening. Thank you very much, Vladimir. And thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
What a load of shit.
What absolute fucking horse shit, man.
Yeah, we sorted out some things, some great things, not everything's and all the things, but some things, and some of the great ones we didn't work out on, but we're going to, and we might not. But ice cream in the foyer, everybody. Don't forget to buy your t-shirts from the gift shop on the way out.
Exactly. Yeah. Meme coins are available at the machine.
Chump should have just said at the end there, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not a member of this channel.
Oh, there was a good one of them singing.
Yeah. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's the moment nobody's seen, but the Shills cameras, because we're always on the spot. We caught it. There was their little goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
The golden kiss.
Yes, and of course, Trump is lifting him up by the testicles there.
Exactly. Yeah. Lifting him up by the sternum from the inside.
He likes a bit of crotch action, as we know.
Oh yeah.
It's just shower room talk. It's just shower room talk. That's all it is.
Yeah. Oh, here I got a really good one we can show you here too. For some reason, it makes it harder on me to do the videos. I have to dance this whole dance for some reason. I don't know why. Hold on. I have to figure out a better way to do that. Okay, hold on. Stop auto-playing. Okay, here. Getting ready for the meeting here before he took off. He's got his suit of armor. He's ready to fight.
Oh dear! Why does he put a big moldy pussy over the top of his head?
I was thinking of his wife. Those are done by their Carpasian AI Alchemist there in the chat. Our mod there.
Wow! I mean, after all this build up and everything, what a complete waste of time that's going to be. I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah,
he's got a few phone calls to make. Zelensky. Oh, first NATO.
Yeah. And you know what he said? The big one we didn't get done. The big one is Russia wants all of Ukraine that they hold right now, plus more.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee. That's what it was. And Trump himself knows there's no point in saying yes because his words would mean nothing because Zelensky and Ukraine will never accept that. So,
yeah.
The whole thing, hearing Putler talk about wanting peace and security in Ukraine. No, the only part of Ukraine you want peace and security in is the part you hold right now. You lying sack of shit.
Oh, and the other bits, that he hasn't got yet. That'll be part of the deal.
Yeah, and like First and Last says in the chat there, they want control over the elections and everything coming up as well. Like, they want their hands all over Ukraine so that even though they didn't succeed in taking it all, they do control it and they will own it soon. That's all. Otherwise, that's the only way they're going to say yes. And there's no way Ukraine will ever agree to that shit. So you might as well just shut the fuck up, Donald, and start signing your name to send weapons over.
Oh, dear. or at least sell them.
Yeah, something, right?
That's what he's been fucking doing, is selling them.
Yeah.
You mean we've been giving them to them for free?
Yeah. The only way this truly ends is if Russia isn't just told to get out of Ukraine, but they need to actually be defeated and carved up the way the USSR was, in a way, right? That's what we need now, is Russia needs to just literally be carved up and let the independent areas go, oh, okay, well, who are we as a people? Let's find out, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, it also, I mean, look at it this way. I mean, Trump has just gone in there, just like he normally does. He's been talking to the business. They're talking about business, trade deals. It's just basically, peace deal. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. What can I get out of it?
Exactly.
And he doesn't give a shit about peace. He doesn't give a shit about people in Ukraine.
Remember, in the beginning of the Trump presidency, he was often called a transactional president. Well, we don't hear that phrase anymore, but it's still absolutely 100% true. Right?
No, because he's banned the word trans. He can't say that anymore.
That's right. Oh man, this sucks.
He used to be transactional and then used the ladies' toilets, and that just got a mess.
Yeah. He was told they were cleaner, but he didn't like the graffiti. Talked about too many things that he just didn't understand and know how to do.
Wow, yeah. Great.
So that's that for that, because I mean, we could keep talking about this, but I don't see any point, because obviously the press conference that tells us what they talked about is now over, and nobody knows anything other than Trump's a schmuck and Vladimir Putin's a fucking cock.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's basically it. But if you want to hear more of nothing, don't forget you can subscribe to Mercado Media, Greg Terry Experience.
Don't do that.
And in time, we will be talking about it for hours and hours and hours.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I wouldn't doubt one of them's actually streaming about it right now, right?
Yeah, well, of course they are. I'm sure they are. But it's like, literally, what can you make from that? It's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You could do 3 hours of editorial like all the news sites will do, but everybody will watch the news sites do that after anyway. So you don't want to hear us do it. I can just see MSNBC right now. They're lining up all these different shows. We're getting like 3 or 4 different people on a panel for their reactions, and they'll just go through every single person in the United States. Exactly.
They can definitely get on television.
Yeah.
and
Ma Kettle cooking grits is going to have the phone under her shoulder, and so that she can, she be cooking up for them kids,
And we looked up all the extra stars from Happy Days from the 70s and asked them their opinion on the peace deal in Alaska.
Yeah. We even asked 5 Mexican children who go to school in America that haven't been deported yet.
Why haven't you been deported yet?
Oh, shit.
Oh, that were ICE agents waiting outside.
Yeah. Oh, just like that Gavin Newsom's thing Newsom. Man.
Oh, that if it wasn't so fucking serious,
I know.
I was laughing. All those fucking Nazi thugs outside.
Yeah.
They were ICE agents. For what?
Yeah.
These are political people. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not like farmers or hotel workers or anything like that.
Sorry. There you go. This is outside during their press conference. Look at this. They're just standing around. Why are you there?
In their fucking masks.
Yeah. Fucking Nazi agents.
I swear to God, they might as well start wearing stormtrooper outfits. Star Wars stormtrooper outfits.
Totally. Yeah. Well, that would probably be helpful, because that would literally take their ability to shoot straight and lower it by about 40%. So that would be good. I'm trying to find Newsom's speech when just he gets up. I think I found it here, maybe.
Oh, it's quite a long one.
Yeah. I just wanted to pick out a couple of parts. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what parts I would pick out. So I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It is quite a long one, and he says quite a lot in it. But basically
13 minutes.
Yeah, he's just basically throwing it at Trump. We're going to take you out. We're just going to use your same techniques that Texas is using to redraw the map. But we're going to do it properly, legally, and democratically.
Yeah,
and there'd be a referendum put out to all the people in California. So it's not like they're just like demanding it. It's going to be done properly.
Yeah.
Asking for permission to do it.
Yeah.
All these things that just make a massive difference. And apparently, if it does go through, well, it doesn't matter how much redrawing of the maps Texas does.
Exactly.
They're potentially screwed.
Yeah, because California could easily fight those 5 seats off in a heartbeat, man, if they want to.
I'm just waiting for California to completely secede from the United States.
Well,
past them.
2 weeks ago, I said, when we were talking about this shit, I said, the problem for the Democrats is they have no true focal point for somebody who can mount a charismatic sort of challenge in the public to the Trump MAGA thing. I think Newsom, with this stunt, is getting himself to that level now. I think Newsom is starting to really look like the "I'll kick your ass in the next election, motherfucker" guy.
Yeah, I think. Well, I said several weeks back when Gavin Newsom was doing that other thing. When they had the ICE. Well, when the military moved into California, and just wasn't happy with that, and he looked very, very presidential. And he was up against Trump, and he's doing it again now. But then he seems to slink off and disappear for a while, and you don't hear his voice. He should be there up. And he's apparently got like a podcast and a YouTube channel, all this kind of stuff. But he needs to be up and center all the time and in the news all the time.
I think this is the start of that. You watch. I think the way he handled that press conference with the people behind him and so on and whatnot, it was like he was about to say, and tonight I'm announcing my candidacy for the president of the United States of America. Like, I was expecting them to say it. I'm pretty sure that he is now on the campaign trail in his world.
I thought he was going to do, Blueto's speech from Animal House. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Who's only over when we say it's over? Who's with me?
The Germans. That's what I figure. We'll see.
I mean, a lot of people don't like him. I don't know much about him apart from what I've seen. I mean, he comes across as pretty presidential and seems like a decent guy, but there's a lot of people who don't like him. Well, and I'm not too sure what the reasons are. There's probably some other history that we just don't know because we've just seen him.
Yeah, I'm sure, right? But with the Trump history and so on, and the way his thing is all about saying nothing and rallying the troops and whatnot, he, aside from Bernie Sanders, is the only one that's got a voice that anybody recognizes really as a big mouth Democrat, right?
Yeah. And Bernie was asked again the other night.
Yeah.
Are you gonna run?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like 86.
Yeah. I'll probably die in the toilet, like a skinny Elvis, What's funny though is Stephen Colbert does a fucking good impression of him. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Sometimes it's just perfect.
What was it? What was this other thing I saw? Oh yeah, I think it's some senator or a governor in Texas. She's like in her 80s or something like that, and this guy is basically complaining that the fact that during this whole thing with Texas recently, where was she? Where was she fighting? But it's basically pointing out that she's just too old. She hasn't got any fight left in her.
Yeah.
And one of the problems, and he just basically went through a list of the Democrats.
Right.
He just went through a list, and it's like they're all old and decrepit. And no wonder the Democrats have got no fucking fight in them.
Yeah.
So they're trying to convince a lot of these older Democrats to step down
aside,
and let young people in. And there's even a website out there for people to get into politics. They're showing openings, they're showing ways to get in. It doesn't matter what your job. Like Alexandria, Ocasio-Cortez. She was like, what was she worked at a McDonald's or something, or a cafe owner or something like that.
Yeah.
But she got into politics, and they're basically pointing out it doesn't matter where you go. This is America. This is the American dream.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you come from. You can get into politics.
Schwarzenegger was the governor, and he still barely speaks the language. I mean,
Yeah, but he was Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, let's face it. He did have a little help by being, a well-known person. So
an adulterer and whatnot. He was, well known. Yeah.
Reagan cracked out a few films. So,
exactly.
Yeah. No. So there is potential there for a lot of people to step up, but it needs to happen. It needs to happen now, before it's too late. And even now is probably too late. Should have happened years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Still should have seen it coming with the first Trump's inning.
I couldn't believe that he won that second election. I was so fucking shocked.
Well, he was shocked he won the first one.
Yeah, well, I was shocked on that one too. The guy who bankrupted 4 companies, who bankrupted a fucking casino.
Yeah.
How can you not make money with a casino? It's literally a license to print money. The games, the odds are stacked in the house's favor. And unless you're a complete idiot, a casino is just simply a way to make cash.
Oh, well, there you go. You just gave him his credential that he needed to make sure it failed.
Yeah. Unbelievable. But he is the idiot who bought what is now Trump Tower at way overvalued, and everybody just thought he was an idiot for doing it. What's her name? Barbara Walters made fun of him live on camera. That was an awesome one. He's like, yeah, everybody said I paid way too much, but now they say what a great deal that was. And she just stops. No, they don't. Nobody says that.
Well, I mean, let's face it. He's the deal maker. He's made so many deals since he's become president, hasn't he? It was 80 deals he's made since he's been president?
Yeah.
Can anybody name any of them?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he make a deal with the penguins in the Antarctic that he's got the tariffs with?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say he made a deal with them, but then just slapped them with tariffs after. So I don't think it counts, right? Unbelievable. A man who was gifted so much in life. And, at this point, had he just lived off the interest, he'd be better off.
Yeah. If he lived off his father's estate.
Yeah. Had he just not touched it and just simply existed, he'd be better off. Unbelievable.
And ironically, so would the rest of us.
Can you imagine not knowing the name Donald Trump? That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
My son likes the Little Rascals live action movie from the 90s. And Donald Trump plays the rich kid Waldo's dad in it.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean, he's only in like 1 scene or 2 scenes or whatever, and Felix likes that movie, and it just makes me sick to have to see him in that fucking film. And it's funny because it's the 90s and he's still wearing a fucking hairpiece.
Yeah, I mean, he was in shit tons of little movie spots every now and then.
Yeah,
It was all over the place.
Yeah, I was saying,
and that's it. That's the level of Trump I don't mind. Okay, he's shit. Yeah, he's on telly, whatever.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's Donald Trump. That's where he can stay because I don't have to watch him.
Exactly.
Now he's just in. His fingers are right up my pie hole, and I don't like it.
I was shocked during the polling before the last election when people were like, well, I don't really like Trump, but he'll be the best for the economy. I mean, there was a show on TV that showed that The Apprentice was fake. I mean, you don't really believe the people in Survivor die if they don't survive, do you?
Yeah, but the economy isn't a fantastic place because Trump told us.
Yeah. Well, somebody told us elsewise, but they got fired.
It must be true if he told us.
Yeah.
He is the greatest, most beloved president ever known. It's the most beloved and the greatest president.
Yeah, what would he say?
You know that
bigger than anybody's.
Yeah, you know that because he says that's how he ends out his tweets.
Yeah. You got to screen the capital letter parts, though.
MAGA!
Yeah. Thank you for your attention.
You are just following the orders. Papers, please. Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, every time I read one of his tweets, I have to click my heels and stop my arm going up in the air.
I have a script on my computer that takes the auto cap or his all caps away so I can make it readable.
Does it spell check and put the punctuation in?
Well, if it does spell check and grammar and everything, it's no longer what he said, right? So, that would be like translating hieroglyphs direct to English without, maybe something older in between.
I wonder if he's copied the text in his tweets and just run it through Chat GPT and say, could you write this out like a normal person, please, and see what it says.
Chat GPT would come back. You should have this person assessed for being learning disabled or,
Yeah. Can you make this look like he's not, I'm not a psychopath?
Yeah. Or what if you wrote a paragraph that was proper and then asked Chat GPT to make it sound presidential and it just comes back all error strewn and capitalized and shit.
Yeah. Well, that was the funny thing that Gavin Newsom was doing as well.
Yeah.
Prior to his his press conference thingy.
Yeah, that was hilarious. He totally went Trump.
Which is funny because that tiny little press conference that required no special flights to different countries and flying in presidents and it was more presidential, had more detail, and it said exactly what it was going to do on the tin.
Yeah. There hasn't been a press conference from the White House since Trump took office that gave any proper details on anything except, well, what, maybe paving the Rose Garden and trying to build a ballroom?
Yeah. Because everyone in America is going to be invited to that ballroom. You realize that. They're going to turn into a soup kitchen.
Social papers say he's got the biggest balls of all. Little ACDC. I bet we'll get copyright claimed for even that.
You're right, June. You're right.
Open so.
Yeah, that whole ballroom thing makes me sick.
Yeah.
I mean, what is he, Louis the 14th? It's just like he's just setting up his own palace in Marseille, and then he's just going to wall it off and keep all the plebs outside, and be shouting, let them eat cake.
Yeah, all these people dressed in brown rags will be outside the windows hoping for bread crust.
Yeah, please, sir, can we have some gruel?
Yeah.
No, because we only serve the finest chicken nuggets McDonald's can make.
Oh, you know that? What's that Stallone movie, The Demolition Man, where Taco Bell wins and everything is Taco Bell? Well, in different areas of the world, it's different, right? They change it.
Yeah.
But Trump would totally do that. American, welcome to the world of McDonald's 24/7, because that's the only food you're going to be able to get in no time.
It won the food wars.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But still, you know, you go underground and you can get the best rat burger that money can buy.
Yeah. Hang out with a well-known comedian, you know?
Yeah. Well, he thinks he's well known.
Yeah, well, he was at the time, right? Yeah. That song of his, "I'm an Asshole," it doesn't age well, you know? There's a few things in that I bet if I was him, I'd do a re-release of it, because that would probably remind people that he exists, you know?
Yeah.
Dennis Leary,
he stole too much. Yeah.
Good artists create, great artists steal. Picasso himself said it.
The best forger in the world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Picasso could steal somebody else's painting, but just do it in his fucked up style, and you'd never know it was stolen.
Just
right?
melt it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Metallica could take a country music song and just do it Metallica style and put their own lyrics to it, and nobody would notice, you know? Well, it's kind of how Metallica are these days, but
the lawyers would notice, and
yeah. 37 fat, bald, overpaid dudes arguing.
You played the same note.
If I was a lawyer, I would literally just follow Don Henley around until he gave me a job, because he sues everyone and you'd have a good living. You know, I'd just want to work for Don Henley.
I wouldn't follow him around, because he might sue you for following him around.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it, my plan didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ended up getting sued, but I'm a lawyer. I can defend myself. It's like a job interview with Don Henley getting sued. If you defend yourself well, he hires you to sue other people.
Yeah, but you defend yourself more like Judge Dredd. You know, just like kick him in the bollocks. There you go. There's my defense. I win.
Exactly.
I am the law.
Yeah. Totally.
You've been judged.
Yeah. You no longer have the fast lane.
Oh dear.
Or do it like Duke Nukem voice. I have to summon my inner LGR. Wonder if I could do that. Yeah, we're going hunting, Don Henley. Kind of. Not quite. LGR does a really good Duke Nukem voice.
I can't remember.
I think I've been hearing him do that for about 10 years now.
That time you unsubscribe from that channel.
Yeah. No, I mean, even when LGR does something I don't care about, I'd still rather listen to him than some other asshole that, you know, just doesn't really understand how to deliver content properly, right? LGR took the time to learn how to use audio engineering software and, you know, like a digital audio workstation and, you know, and so on. And his stuff has just been so polished for a long time. Same with like Matt Techmoan, right? You know, those guys, you know, they just made the extra effort, you know. Cat Scratch Fever, Whitefishy One's talking. Yeah. I used to really like him, Ted Nugent, but he's a bit of a political asshole, so that kind of sucks. But some of his stuff was pretty cool, like Wango Tango and some other ones, you know.
You completely lost me. You don't know who you're talking about.
You'd know him if I brought his picture up, but he's a total MAGA asshole, so fuck him anyway. You know?
Is he a tuber? a musician? What are you talking about?
Musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like a long-haired 70s mofo, you know?
Yeah, actually, I probably wouldn't be able to pick him out from a lineup.
I think maybe, I don't know.
They all kind of like blend into the same sort of thing.
Yeah. Funny, Duncan Stewart mentions his song Stranglehold. Funny thing, it's the other guy in the band that sings that. It's if you go back and listen to old Ted Nugent stuff, I'm not saying you should, but it is actually pretty good. A bunch of the songs you can hear, it's a different singer. It's not Ted Nugent. And Stranglehold's actually one of them. It's not Ted. I saw this on a YouTube video recently. Funny enough, I didn't know until then. So it's one of those moments where, yeah, that's a rare piece of trivia I didn't have in my back pocket.
Well, I mean, it's the sort of thing that some people, quite frankly, just don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
When you listen to music, you don't necessarily care.
But it's funny, like there's certain bands. I remember as a kid, I didn't realize Supertramp had two different dudes singing. I just thought dude used his regular voice and sometimes his falsetto. And it wasn't until I was a little older that I realized it's two different dudes.
It's Tramp and Supertramp.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, Pink Floyd's another one. When I first heard Pink Floyd, I didn't catch on to the difference as being two different people. I just thought it was the Roger Waters more talky guy, and then the more I can actually sing David Gilmour parts, I thought was just Roger Waters finally singing. Right? I didn't realize it was a different dude.
Well, the interesting thing about Pink Floyd is they end up like, going on tour and doing live music, and they're both singing the same song.
Yeah.
and they're doing it their own style. And yeah, you can tell the difference between Roger Waters and Dave Gilmour.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about when I was young, right? Right. By the time I was 14, I had that all sorted and figured out. I had a really good ear or whatever. Right. Yeah. But, when I first caught on to Pink Floyd, I didn't catch that. There's a few bands that did that to me. Yeah.
I think I just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, that could have been part of it too, right? But yeah, I always, even when I was young and even now to this day, I always gravitate to the bands, no matter how heavy they are or not heavy, I always gravitate to the bands with vocal prowess, right? I when I want to listen to like some metal-y stuff, I listen to bands that are vocally talented metal bands. Like I'll put on Queensryche all day long because of Jeff Tate's vocals. But even on top of his awesome talent is that guitar player dude that's the other half of Queensryche. He does all those vocals live, the backups and everything. And that's why it's so damn good,
See, at this moment in time, I want to play You Wanna Be by the Spice Girls. And because they
even changed the key of the song at one point just because they got the wrong harmonies. And the guy was like, it's the best they can do. Leave it.
Key change. No. Because there's points where, each of the girl will sing a particular line. And I want you to tell me, is it sporty, spicy, scary, oregano, oregano, or ketchup, whatever their names were,
Which Spice Girl is the not white chick?
The not white chick?
Yeah.
That's scary, obviously.
See? Why don't the Spice Girls get in shit for that?
Well, because they couldn't call her Nick. Oh no, I'm not going to say that. Because that's not a spice.
Yeah, but now in the day and age of Marvel,
having said that, scary's not a spice either. I don't know why they call the Spice Girls.
Now it's the day and age of Marvel. Maybe they should call her Wakandan Spice or something.
Yeah. No, they're just going to call her not white chick now. Because somehow that's not racist.
Okay. Do you actually want me to play this song? Like, are you kidding, or do you really want me to do this?
No, I want you to do it, but I don't want you to do it on air. I just want to fantasize about the moment of you trying to figure out which one's which.
I am never listening to that song since you said that last sentence. I will never ever listen to that song again.
And the other reason why I want you to do it, because I just want to see the pain on your face.
Yeah, I've left shopping stores because that song was playing. I was like, you know what? I'll just come back in 5 minutes, right?
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends.
Dude, I've actually heard that song enough to get the chorus. So it's, if you want to be my lover, you've got to get with my friends. Making love forever, friendship never ends.
Yeah. Except I got caught by doing your friends. And
okay. So either the chorus was a tongue-in-cheek, try to make it funny person bitching about finding their lover in a German leather sex dungeon, or I don't get it. Like, I don't even understand it. You know, if you want to fuck me, you got to hang out with my friends, because friendship is all lovey-dovey and I'll take it in the butt if you like Sally too. I don't get it.
Oh, that was a different song. That was on the B-side. Ironically, you had to flip it over.
Yeah, I never understood that. And all these parents are like, oh yeah, my kids love this. And I'm like, are you listening to the fucking lyrics?
Yeah. Except, a few years earlier, you'd be playing Relax and people would be shouting homo at you. now the
said Spice Girls cock was the shirt I ever saw, but
oh dear.
Debbie does Disney.
It was only a few years later after Frank goes to Hollywood, Spice Girls. But
God,
I mean, it hasn't exactly got any better since, has it? I mean, the music industry is full of filth.
Oh, there's this one line in the song, "Be just fine," and as soon as that comes out, I just go, "Oh God, that's the best version you could get out of her." Fuck.
Oh, now I want to know.
Fucking her the wrong way when she sang that line. It's awful.
Yeah, see, now I want to know which Spice Girl was singing that line.
I think it's redheaded Spice that married Christian Horner that just got fired from Red Bull Formula One team.
Spanky, tarty.
It could be the little sporty Spice that went off with Bryan Adams Spice from Canada and did a duet once. I don't know, man.
Yeah, was it Happy, Dopey, Sneezy, and Doc? Were the Spice Girls? I can't remember.
Yeah. We should give them OnlyFans names. I'm sure that would be entertaining. Sloppy and
slimy. Sluggy.
Mouthful.
Spitter.
Spitter Spice.
see, the funny thing is, right, when I was a kid, there was a program on called the Herb Garden, and it was all of these animals that that live in this. They're just basically herbs, and they had parsley, the lion, because that's a herb. And you had I don't know, sage and onion stuffing. I don't know, I can't remember. But they were named. They were named after herbs.
Sadist.
Yeah. They were named after herbs. All the characters had a name that was a herb, and then of course you got the Spice Girls come along. There's no Five Spice or cayenne pepper or I mean Salt and Pepper. That band Salt and Pepper had more spicy names than the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
You can't get much more vanilla than salt and pepper,
Salt and
but
pepper.
vanilla isn't a spice. It's a flavor.
Yeah, but hold on, wait a minute now. Salt and pepper, weren't they both black girls?
Yeah.
So it's with the name Salt and Pepper, did they like originally have a white chick and a black chick and just fire the white chick and keep the name?
It does kind of suggest.
I only just kind of figured that out.
Yeah, you can. It does kind of suggest the white and black thing, but no, it wasn't. It was just two black girls. although they weren't entirely black, they were kind of like it's like a lovely shade of brown. So.
A hazy shade of
Is that point where you can't really decide where your racism lies?
Oh, that's the funny thing. When Hollywood first started going all woke, they were running around looking for Asians and Indians and all kinds of people to be in movies, but they were looking for people that had like one Asian parent and one white parent.
Yeah.
There's so many of those moments you can see. It's it's like, holy fuck, really? You just can't let it go, can you, Hollywood?
Well, that sort of happens in international movie making as well. To this day, because I expect like Japan love their Japanese girls that have a kind of a European look to them.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And Europeans love Japanese girls that have that look. And I know, a lot of those little K-pop girls, they're very popular when they have a more accessible look to big sales and media. You know what I'm getting at? I'm not, I'm just saying, but it's real,
Well, K-pop is not just the girls, is it? You look at the boys as well. That they're very like European-y looking. They're very they're obviously very, very, very pretty.
They're one step from metrosexual, right? These guys are like everybody wants to fuck them, right?
Yeah. Except no one is allowed to because they're being governed.
And they're usually 17, so no. Like what's that big band BTS?
They leave the laboratories at 17.
Yeah. But what's that big band BTS? One of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
One or two of their members just had to go off and start doing you have to do military for a year or whatever because you're from our country thing,
All right.
and totally put the band on hold for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never stopped Elvis.
Well, I mean, they've been around for how long? And they've only just got to the age where they have to do their mandatory military year or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, holy fuck. They must have been like, children of the Backstreet Boys or something, Notice my glasses are staying on so much better today. I got them fixed. Yeah.
You've got some muscle training in your ears to grip them.
Yeah, no, my new Wicked Cushion cups for my earphones are still awesome, though. Oh, man. I tell you, it's totally worth getting third-party aftermarket cushions for your over-ear headphones. I got a set of Wicked Cushions, and it's just heaven compared to the ones that were on it. And the ones that came with it don't suck. Dunk, you're wearing them right now, right? They're not terrible.
No, they're perfectly fine.
But these are, it's like taking your foot out of
it's like being kissed by Marilyn Monroe from two sides.
It's like taking your foot out of a Walmart shoe and putting it into a proper high-end New Balance or something, right? Oh, it's just awesome.
Oh, fuck you. I'll just suffer with my sweaty ears, so, yeah.
Here, what? Get a thing and pair in your basket or whatever, I'm not doing everything around here.
I don't want to now.
Okay, don't. You don't have to.
I keep telling to go, what hand? I go, no.
You don't have to get a pair of these because I can just simply tell you how much better they are and you'll know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah. There you go. That's job done then. I don't need to buy them then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, I'm saving you money.
Yeah, brilliant. Can you do that with my my household bills as well?
I can totally teach you how to ignore them. You'll get thrown out, but yeah.
You don't need your heating. Heating bills are for pussies.
That's right. I can teach you in 5 easy steps how to build a human-sized hamster wheel for your son to run in and probably generate enough heat for, well, your room anyway.
Oh, you'll have to teach him what running's for.
Well, if you put electrodes in just the right place.
you know that action you do like when you get out of bed. It's like that, but on a continuous motion basis.
You should introduce them to the song "So Hard Done By" the Tragically Hip.
Oh, should I now?
I think
more fucking advice from you. I'm getting all the advice tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I'm being bloody married. doing everything wrong.
You're getting as much sex, so yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm getting more. Let's move on. Let's move on. Talking of which, do you think Trump and Putin have gone off back to their hotel rooms, having a few after dinner drinks?
Yeah, I'm wondering. Did they need tissue or baby wipes to clean up? Right.
Mr. Trump, would you like me to order another bottle of Bollinger? Because we lost the other one up your arsehole.
Yeah. Well, you've already put 2 in there. Do you think there's room for a third?
Like clanging.
Yeah. That's why his ankles are swelling up. It's all going there.
Oh dear.
So
he's just going to explode like Mr. Creosote.
One day Trump will be walking off Air Force One and his swollen ankles will explode.
just someone will come along and snip the fucking cable ties around his ankles that hold everything in. He'll just like snip them and just go.
Yeah, be like 2 gelatinous life forms just took over his feet.
Just like cutting the ends of an incontinence pants.
Maybe that's what's going on. He just has like 4 colostomy bags tied to his ankles, one on each side.
Oh yeah, you can hear him slosh as he walks along.
Oh fuck. If you get anywhere near him with a spark, the constant flatulence would probably just light off a blue angel right on the spot, man. Be a trail of fire from his ass right to the lighter.
Well, no the imaginary ways for him to go. I like that one.
Yeah.
Because I've imagined a lot.
Yeah. That's it. What we need is for Trump to get flatulent in a high spark environment. It's not our fault, man. Nobody had to put it on the line and take the risk, Now,
here's one way where we differ from Nick Suter and his channel, because he did a show yesterday. I can't remember what he was talking about. He was blathering on about something like that. But it was saying that in the chat, no violent thoughts towards political members, whether you oppose them or whatever. No violent thoughts, because it's not good for the algorithm. YouTube picks it up and la la la. I'm the opposite. Fuck it, put it in the chat. I don't care.
No.
They say because they say there's no violence. There's no violence in politics, and yet you look at all the violence in politics right now. All the ICE agents pulling people off the street. You can't say there's no violence in politics. Oh, there's shit tons of violence in politics.
Yeah, but if there's violence in the response to what's going on right now, all hell breaks loose in a moment, and Trump holds more cards, so to speak. Right?
Yeah.
You can't have the American military actively shooting at American citizens that are in militias trying to defend their own local areas from redressing the maps and stuff. And I mean, if it goes that way, holy fuck, man, you know?
Well, there is a lot of dissent amongst the military. What do you call them? The forces he's using, the National Guard. The National Guard. There's a lot of dissent going on in amongst them. How they're being used. They don't like it. They don't like it a lot. And
one thing Trump
get worse.
Well, one thing I don't think Trump understands is forcing servicemen and women into a situation that they did not sign up for and never should have been a part of their mission in any way is going to severely have a massive impact on any recruitment for armed forces in America for quite a while.
Well, I mean, it is different. You have to look at it differently because you're not talking about, apart from when he sent in the Marines into LA, the National Guard. This is kind of like what they are for. They are for, domestic purposes, not necessarily patrolling the streets, but the National Guard are the people that Trump refused and should have used on January 6th. Yeah. The National Guard would have come in and aided the police.
Yeah, but he did eventually bring them in, just not anywhere near soon enough. Right. As I understand it, he did in the end finally activate some extra forces.
What, to sweep up?
Right. But I'm just saying, I do believe that is actually the truth. It was just like, 8 hours or something after or whatever. Right.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I kind of think it happened, but somebody in the live chat will know here soon. Anyway, keep going.
But anyway, that's the point. Is the National Guard are there for domestic services, and support for the police and things like that. They are there for that. So it's not quite the same as the military. But as soon as he starts using the actual military that are supposed to be there for international defense, that's when it becomes a bigger issue. I mean, although he is using the National Guard in a bit heavy-handed kind of way to, help his ICE agents who have got like a $1.5 billion boost in money.
But it's even more than that because he's now got the National Guard literally taking control of Washington, D.C. Right? That's not even an ICE thing. He's now saying that's because of crime waves and blah, blah. And it's not. Like, DC has historically had some crime issues. I mean, there's been movies about the hood areas of DC being all rough and stuff and whatnot, right? But in modern times, compared to like the 80s or whatever, the place is totally transformed and way better off. And yet he's taken full control under false pretenses with the National Guard. So I think
most of the crime in DC area is in like a 1 square mile around the White House.
Yeah, I mean it's not a very big place, DC, right? It's
no. I just mean all the criminals in the fucking.
Oh yeah. But he's also floated that he's not gonna stop at this. And there's other cities. He gave a list of a few names that he would consider sending the National Guard into as well. And every other city was not a city that voted for him.
Yeah, they're all blue states.
Yeah.
Whereas it's the red state ones that need the fucking help.
You know, and meanwhile,
and I mean help. I don't mean they need a force of people in there to go around sweep all the homeless and all the drugs.
No, they need like educational and and here's that's the whole thing here. MAGA folk, like the hardcore MAGA folk, are still cheering him on in that you're just sorry because you lost way. You wait until one of these freedom, loving, one step away from being like a prepper type MAGA guy finds himself in a situation where there's some like military in his way when he's trying to go get a six-pack or something. And that is when you're going to hear bloody murder again. You started to hear it a bit with even Joe Rogan going, come on, release the Epstein files and stuff, that was the sign that it's not as solid over in MAGA world, We need a few more of them to happen quick to really fragment those fucking assholes,
Well, I think it is happening into an individual level with some of these MAGA types. They are getting, you see them, they're getting angry and, and frustrated and whatever, ICE is taking my wife away, or I can't work anymore because of you, all this kind of stuff. But the problem is the rest of the MAGA people look at them and go, well, you're just a fucking pussy then. They don't go, oh, well, if it happened to you, it could happen to me. No, they just go, you're a pussy then.
Exactly.
You're obviously a Democrat at heart. Fuck you. And so they're just like, like slowly being picked away out.
Yeah, they're so lost in the rhetoric and the fight that they have no clue at all that they're one step away from being a victim to their own bullshit, right? They don't know it. I mean, we had people that were voting for Trump in the Hispanic, Latina community. We had them in a few other communities. And oh my God, there's not one person in those communities that would vote for that piece of shit right now.
I don't know. There's still quite a few that go, we love Trump. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
I don't think in the communities that are being targeted, you're going to find that much anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah,
But are they is ICE agents targeting people in red states too?
Well,
or are they just targeting blue states?
There's been some, but but even in the Republican states, there is some not Republican areas that you can target and stuff. So, right, But yeah, like right now, there was a wholesale inflation report that just came out, and wholesale inflation is up 0.9% in America. So you can already see that the manufacturers and the wholesalers and the distributors and stuff are taking the hit on the tariffs, but it's starting to come to us, or, Americans. But more than that, fruits and vegetables and whatnot had started to skyrocket. And the whole myth of Trump doing well for the economy is going to be shattered in another couple of months when a few more reports come out that have the effect of tariffs and stuff truly embedded in them. Right now, you got companies that are doing their best not to raise prices, but they're at their wits' end. Like some have said, there's days away, right? It's about to really happen.
Well, they said that a couple of weeks back. Walmart said, the shelves are going to be empty. Doesn't seem to have happened. I think there's also a bit of a play here where people are like, raising alarms that and get people worried, and stuff doesn't actually happen.
I think that depends on which news level you're talking about. If you're watching economy stuff, it's just starting to hit now, but those other reports, Walmart could have, with those big tariffs, just been screwed, but that was 3 days later. Trump tacoed and the tariffs went way down. So then everything was still okay. Just, Walmart has to eat it. Otherwise, all those rollback stickers got to go away. Right. And that's what's been going on is the companies have been eating it the best they can, but it's really about to hit. Oh, yeah. Like even that new company, Slate. They have an American EV pickup truck, a little two-door thing that even comes with crank roll-up windows.
The one I brought up with you a few weeks back.
Yeah. So originally it was supposed to come out with the base model being just under $20,000, but that was with the incentives and stuff. Well, they're all gone. So that truck is now $28,000. And then when you start putting on options and stuff, you end up with this little truck that can do 150 miles that has very few options on the inside, and it's going to cost you like $30-some thousand. Who the fuck is going to buy that? That whole company is basically fucked now because Trump flipped the script on their entire business model.
Yeah.
I don't see how they can survive because their basic truck is now $28,000 American out the door. And it's got 150-mile range, and it's just this basic little two-door pickup with only rear-wheel drive. It's slightly smaller than the small trucks. Like, it's only good for some little artisan bakery that just has a few delivery runs to make and stuff. I don't see how this company's going to survive now.
Yeah, make a nice little ute sort of thing, but nothing for like serious.
Yeah,
it's not like a serious off-roader, but it's useful. But
for $28,000, there's no screen, there's no stereo, nothing. All you get is a little holder for your phone and the HVAC controls. The thing is basically barren, and that would have worked at $18,500 for a business, right? A little in-city business, but we're fucked now.
For an extra $1,000, they'll give you a glass windscreen instead of a wood one.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that there's an awful lot of business in America that was like, we say forward thinking, thinking about, the environment and power and all that kind of shit. That, like I say, they were forward thinking. A lot of those people must be like fucked now as well.
Oh, big time. There were so many companies that had all, and then, and boom, and then Trump's like, oh, windmills kill them and so on. Yep.
Yeah. Windmills kill whales, didn't you know? Yeah. No, that's turboprops in boats.
Yeah, it's fucking moron, man. But yeah, so many people that like Tesla's solar roof. It was based on subsidies. Otherwise, it was way too expensive. I can only imagine that part of Tesla is basically gone now.
You hear about the Tesla diner? You not hear about that at all?
What?
The Tesla diner in Hollywood.
Like they actually made a place you could go get food?
Yes. Well, they did. It had a Tesla robot that was like serving popcorn very slowly and only worked like a couple of hours a day, and broke down. It was serving burgers and some amazing bacon or whatever. Well, basically, it opened a few weeks back.
Okay,
they've now cut the menu drastically. And they've decided to
just a popcorn shop now.
I don't know. They're not doing popcorn anymore because the popcorn robot broke. Same with their ice cream machines. They don't work anymore. The usual sort of like fast food experience, but just like down to fucking nothing. And they've decided
it's like McDonald's without the immigrant teenagers.
Well, here's the thing. It's got a drive-through sort of thing, but after midnight, you can only buy anything from their drive-through if you're in a Tesla.
Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me.
No, that's the ground rules.
Oh man.
Yeah, you can just turn up in a beaten up old blue Chevy and say, I'm hungry, feed me. Sorry, sir, we can't serve you because you're not in a Tesla. Heil Hitler.
Oh my God. If that ever happened to me, because I wouldn't know the rules, I would just pull in and go, oh, it's a Tesla place. Let's try it, you know? And I'd be like, sorry, sir, but you're not driving a Tesla. I would never go back ever.
Yes, you're not in our gang.
Yeah, exactly, you know?
Although you get free burgers if you turn up in a brown shirt, apparently.
What if you show up in a Lotus? Because that's actually what the first Tesla Roadster was based on, was a Lotus, right? You know? Yeah. I actually just got recommended in my feed. I watched about the first 15 minutes of it. It's not bad so far. This blonde chick is interviewing the actual founder of Tesla, the guy who first decided to make an electric car and found that the Lotus would be a really good one and started engineering that first Roadster before Musk came in as an investor and then just took over the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who actually started the company. There's an interview with him, and yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm not mad. I don't care. You know, he's doing great.
Really?
So what? Yeah, well, the guy owns his own private island. The chick interviewing him had to fly in on a plane and land to go and interview him. So he's not doing too bad. You know?
Yeah, wait a minute. He only just started Tesla, and by doing that, he owns an island. Well, how much did Musk pay him?
Well, you know,
14 quadrillion bazillion dollars.
Yeah. But the dude has his own little private island. Yeah. And he's just this guy in like a t-shirt and jeans. Like he doesn't seem to give a rat's ass. And well, I wouldn't either. I've got an island. You know? Yeah.
So does Scaramanga from James Bond. So
yeah.
And look what happened to him.
As long as it's not an island volcano.
He had JD Vance working for him.
Never trust the little guy in the bowler hat. You know?
Mr. Scaramanga, the plane. And he's got a third nipple.
Yeah. Oh, that JD Vance being tattoo or whatever from Fantasy Island was hilarious.
Oh dear.
I wonder who they pick on next, because you know, the last one was very much what's her name there, puppy killer, right?
Christy.
Yeah.
Name.
I wouldn't doubt they maybe go after like Pam Bondi and Levitt or Leavitt, whatever her name is there.
Caroline Levitt.
Yeah, you know. I wonder.
I sent Dick some videos. We'll have to see if you can find it, but go and look it up. Lisa Kudrow?
Kudrow, yeah.
It was in Friends like 4 years ago. She did a show for Netflix, or she was part of a show for Netflix that was basically telling 2020 to fuck off.
Yeah,
and she did some clips to camera, like the press secretary, just like Carolyn Levitt.
Yeah,
and it's hilarious because it is so. Are you trying to bring it up?
I got it
because they are so accurate. They are so accurate.
I don't want to get us in shit. I'll just play a little bit.
No, the whole impeachment thing was baseless. Okay, so the Democrats claim that Trump pressured Ukraine into digging up dirt on the Biden family, and their only real evidence of that is a transcript of him doing it.
So what did he say on the transcript?
What transcript?
Well, you just mentioned a transcript.
Check your tape. I said no such thing.
You said the only real evidence was a transcript of Trump pressurizing Ukraine.
There's no such place as Ukraine.
Yes, there is.
I choose to believe there is not.
In March, the president said the pandemic would simply go away.
We'll get in shit if we play too much of that.
I don't think so. I've seen a lot of people bringing this up. They've refound it, and it's going through all the different YouTube political pundit channels and just showing it again.
I just put the link in the live chat.
It is, but it's just so good. It's just unbelievable. This was 4 years ago.
Okay, here,
this is so accurate.
We've put enough time in so I can play another clip now. Here, we just couldn't play the whole thing just to make sure. We getting shit so often.
Okay, see, this is what the media does. You lie, fabricate, fantasize. The president never said that.
It will go away. Just stay calm. We want to protect your shipping industry.
Okay, I know this doesn't fit with your agenda, but this never happened. He won the popular vote by a margin of literally millions. What more evidence do you need? He won fair and square.
Right, so you're claiming Trump won the popular vote?
No, Biden did. President-elect Biden, the victor.
Right, don't you support Trump?
I have never supported Trump. Check your tape box.
Ms. Jones, and you were part of Trump's campaign.
Who's Trump?
Dropped like yesterday's sardine.
Yeah. Totally. I think that's probably why they picked Carolyn Levitt, because she looks like her a little, you know.
Yeah, Lisa Kudrow wasn't available.
Oh, it's funny.
And she refused to wear the little crucifix around her neck.
Yeah, I don't think Lisa would, bow to that. I don't really know her history as a person, but the little bit of friends I've seen, she seems like she probably came from a background of comedy as much as acting compared to, the other chick, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely one of the better characters.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the early episodes, because she's like a high-flying, highfalutin businesswoman that just everything all just like fucks up.
Yeah,
and just becomes this crazy cat woman in the end.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, exactly. Smelly cat or whatever it was.
Smelly cat. Oh, smelly cat. Oh, smelly cat.
Yeah, I always figured she had a background in comedy. Because she's funny.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. Yo, she was on Mad About You. I didn't know that. KK says, yeah, playing the Friends character, alter ego twin sister. Huh.
She's been in tons of stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, she headlined something recently. I can't remember what it was, but
yeah, I noticed in the last like 5, 6, 7 years or whatever, she seems to have like a rebirth where she's getting roles in big time stuff.
Yeah.
Which is cool, I remember there was an episode of one of the superhero TV shows from what was it called? The CW TV show or whatever. The Arrowverse, like the Arrow, Supergirl, the Flash, and all those, right? And they had a female president for the United States in the show, but they'd never shown her. They had just talked about her, and they had one of these big mashup episodes where all the heroes from the different shows get together. My son loves watching those. And the woman who plays the president is what's her name that played Wonder Woman in the late 70s, 80s TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Linda
Carter. Yeah. And so Air Force One lands, she gets off the plane.
Wait. I remember the thing.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. What
and that boy a prize. Yeah. But so Air Force One lands, Linda Carter gets off as the president of the United States, and Supergirl says to her, "Ooh, nice plane." And Linda Carter's
invisible.
Yeah, no, she says, "Oh, if you like that, you should see my other one."
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah. But it was a really cool little play on thing,
Yeah.
They had on another one of their mashups where they have all the heroes get together for the big crossover episodes, whatever they call it. They had a wedding, and the guy who played the greatest American hero is the preacher that's doing the wedding. Right. They did a lot of little they had They had the guy who played Robin in Adam West, Batman and Robin, on for holy red skies of death moment. And yeah, it was really funny.
Trying to remember his name. He was a dirty little bastard.
Yeah. Ward?
No, that's the character name.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it? I can't remember.
No, because yeah, Burt Ward is the character name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think. I can't remember.
Sure, yeah. He's got a voice like Casey Kasem.
Yeah. Frog.
Yeah. But yeah, they had a bunch of those people on. Yeah. The guy who played the Flash in the 1990s TV show plays the Flash's dad in the TV show, and they did all kinds of things like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, but they do that all the time. They do that all the time, and sometimes I think just give it a fucking rest, will you? You know, it's like like in the Steven Spielberg War the Worlds movie. Right at the end of the movie, they have like the parents of the house. They've been trying to get to the family, so they get to the parents, and it was the original two actors who were in the original War of the Worlds. And it's like, oh yeah, and you have, and especially Marvel stuff. They love. This is like having little cameos.
But those are little cool moments for the fans. They like that shit. I mean, if like when I was
I get it. It's like sweeties.
Yeah, like when I was first watching the shows, right, with Felix, I didn't know any of these things were special things. I barely knew any of these people were. Yeah. Oh, well, like the guy who played Robin, I recognized his voice for sure, right? Yeah. But I read about them after, just watching it the fifth time with Felix. I'd go on IMDb and look at the,
It's like the guy who played the Incredible Hulk. Yeah, when he turned, they had him on as a security guard in something or other.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno. Yeah.
There's always these little moments in It's almost like Star Trek as well. Yeah, Star Trek loved to reuse people they've used before, just like to
speaking of Star Trek, okay, stop the show, no. Drop the mic.
No.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So the last episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds that just dropped, I think it was episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
You have to watch it.
No, I don't.
You will love it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you will, because it's totally in like comics, in like comic stories and stuff, one of the big things is the origin story, like how the superhero got his powers or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're usually the best part of any of the stories. The origin story. Anything after that is kind of like lame. But yeah, go on.
Well, that's why you have to watch the newest episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. You just have to watch it. It was awesome.
Does
I believe
Captain Pike get his face blown off?
No, but I believe that we're going to get a new Star Trek show with I think this episode shows that there's another show coming up.
Is it the Kirk crew takeover?
It wouldn't be it wouldn't be the Kirk crew, but it would be just before or maybe even parallel to this. It was really, really good. It was really good. And a lot of
I'll check it out. I'm not too sure whether or not I like it, because I don't like the way, I don't know what, I can't put my finger on it. I honestly can't. I just can't put my finger on it. I don't like the way those shows are done. There's something about them.
I think a lot of what you don't like won't be in this episode, because this episode was completely done as if it was, do you like what this could be as another show? Like I'm telling you, they're fishing with this episode. Oh yeah.
You know, they got another new show about to hit, the Starfleet Academy. as a show coming.
Oh, it's not going to be Wesley whining his way through 4 years of school, is it?
No, I think it's set. I'm not too sure.
I want to play with the power converters.
I'm not. I'm not too sure whether this is set. I think it's set down the line in Star Trek history.
Or maybe it's a gardening show starring Boothby. Come on, you must know that reference.
What was the gardener? The gardener from, no, he's not in it. He's dead. He's silly sod. But the guy they do have in it, and I'm concerned that this is going to be a problem for me for this show. Is they got Robert? Is it Robert Picardo? The guy who plays
Doctor,
the hologram doctor.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Yeah, so is he in the show as now a permanent hologram commander in Starfleet?
He had a wife at the end of Voyager, so
if that's the case, then why do we need fucking humans? Everybody can be fucking holograms at this point. It's
probably better than being Borg, right? No.
I'm just a bit wary about this.
If I was a hologram, I would be like a long-haired Frank Sinatra.
You are a long-haired Frank Sinatra.
Frank didn't burp like I just did.
Fly me to the moon and let me take off all your bras. Yeah.
That's funny. Let me see a nip slip in the back of my car. In other words, please drink up.
I'm spreading the news. we should use that as the title for the 42 show. Spreading the news like a fucking muck spreader.
Spreading the news like a fast-moving human under the ass of a puppy, an untrained puppy.
Spreading the news like the shit that comes out the back end of a goose.
Yeah. American news comes from the back end of a camel nowadays.
Well, Scrooge says, Dunk, are you a one-handed gigolo? Is that a wanker?
Well, that just means you're definitely on the discount list.
I'm not too sure how to take that.
Yeah. Would Sir like his bum tickled or his wanker rubbed? Because I can only do one.
Which one's the cheapest?
Yeah. Every pump out of the lube bottle is another pound in the jar. So,
yeah. I got a discount code from LGR. How do I use that? How do I apply it?
Yeah. Dunk Massage Parlor, sponsored by Temu. Well, shit. I guess we should probably wrap this motherfucker up and
put it in the bag, drown it with the kittens,
and then shoot it like a stray puppy. Well, I got to get myself some food. I had 3 beer during the show, and I don't want to get loopy or anything. I want to eat something.
Cock.
Not quite.
Yeah. Well, any kind of chicken based. I don't know what you're thinking of. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna go for Italian sausage, but that's off the menu now.
He moved out.
Yeah. Something to do with the rent being too high. I don't know.
The family found him.
Yeah. Like PJ in the chat says, the 42 show will return. I'm almost back to normal in my personal life and not waking up every day just trying to manage a panic situation. So it's definitely on track again.
Yeah, well, your use of the word normal was a bit fly by night, so we won't count on that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But there might be the odd change to it, just because we might just slip recording those little blurbs into these pub chat hangouts, and then that way we get more pub chat hangouts. We just put little blurbs in. We'll see, right? You know. Obviously, I won't be able to drink during every one of them, so that would be different. You know, they won't be true pub chats because I ain't drinking 5 days a week. That ain't happening.
Yeah, you got to take at least one couple.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You got to have room for hangovers, man. It's the other side of the coin. But
don't worry, I'll drink for him. Don't worry.
Yeah. So he can drink wine nightly, and it doesn't seem to fuck his head up in the morning.
Yeah. Cheers.
So I wish. Oh my God. So yeah, thanks to the team here. We got Mexi Girl on the account tonight. We got PJ CNET, David Worley's here. Oh yeah, we got to tell everybody about Dave's card game and stuff. We'll have to do that Sunday pub chat. We'll show everybody some cards and stuff. He's got a cool thing going on.
It's like OnlyFans, but in card form.
Yeah, exactly. Right. He takes his clothes off one card at a time. We got Carpasian the AI Alchemist. He was doing the images and the videos there for us as well. We got Jose and Super Chat Matt as well. So thanks everybody.
And we'd also like to thank our glorious leaders, Vladimir Putin and the greatest president ever, Mr. Donald Twat Trump, for being with us tonight. Yeah, thank you for being guests at such short notice.
Yeah. You know, we aspire to bring you the shittiest guests you've ever seen in the world when we're hanging out doing nothing. And today we finally succeeded because we had Vladimir Putler and Ronald Gump.
Yeah. Now go and watch him on Merck's channel. He's probably there now.
Stop it.
Hey, I'm promoting smaller channels. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Trying to help people out, you know?
You know, by now, there's probably some actual educated opinions being talked about on the summit.
Oh,
whereas
I very much doubt it, because what can you make out of that? There's nothing.
Yeah, but the reactionary ones in the beginning are just clamoring for screen time. The ones that are coming on now to talk about it are probably people that have been there, done that. They were in office before and so on. And it might be actually worth watching a couple of the people covering it now. There might be enough information to hear. But
yeah, what we need to hear is people who was there actually at the meeting saying what was said.
Yeah. Or people that know the people at the meeting, so they can at least, right? That's what I mean. But yeah.
I met him once in a dark corridor
That's not quite what I was getting at.
On a steamboat on the way to China. On a dreamy summer's night. That's why I'm on the Epstein files list.
Yeah.
But,
and I mean, it's right now, it's not that late Eastern in America. So, you're probably getting the more educated opinions on things now, even though, like we said, nobody really knows anything. So I don't know.
No, I don't think he talked about anything.
No, they just rubbed each other's peckers and went, wow, you don't spit anymore either? Nope.
No, I think they just played hangman for 3 hours.
They played checkers and Trump lost every game.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you Sunday for a pub chat, and we'll see you tomorrow on our main channel at TheShills for the Ukraine show. We've got a friend of Slavi's joining us tomorrow. His name's Johnny. He's born in Ukraine, living in LA right now. He's up in Seattle right now, though. And he's just starting on YouTube and kind of going out into the street and interviewing people and stuff. And seems like he's got a lot to say. So we'll have him on the show as well. It'll be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and by that time, there might be a bit more news on the whole Alaskan
There could
debacle.
be. Yeah. We'll find out how many golden nuggets somebody had to take in the rump. Sure, it was a few.
I can't decide which one.
They probably took turns.
Who was top and who was bottom?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You get a silver one.
But I get a gold one. Thanks for joining us, everybody. See you next time.
Good night, you shitty bastards.